Texas French Space Hub was created to connect French and US commercial space players and to accelerate innovation, partnership, and concrete business opportunities. It relies on strong partners, Business France, the Consulate General of France, Rice University, the French Space Agency CNES, and Expertise France, who together bring credibility, networks, and technical expertise.
In this relationship with France, one of the formal components of that was that we signed a letter of intent between Rice University, the Houston Spaceport, and the French Space Agency. That letter of intent gave us the kind of impetus to start thinking of a number of different things. We've hosted a whole bunch of French companies. We've had special events, for instance, a conversation between Olympic athletes and astronauts on the space station the day before the opening of the Paris Olympics. We visited NASA with San Antonio Spurs French basketball player, Victor Wembanyama. One of the highlights for me was that I was asked to host a major panel discussion at a huge conference in Paris called VivaTech. So 185,000 people go to that conference. And on the main stage, we actually hosted the director of the Johnson Space Center, who at that time was assigned to headquarters as the associate administrator for all of NASA. And we had a conversation with her and with the Director for Strategy from the French Space Agency. So that put Rice Space Institute, Rice University, and of course Houston on that much larger stage.
Rice University has linked to the Houston Spaceport project since its inception, and today companies connected to this program are enjoying the benefit of contracts that bring wealth to everybody participating in the commercial space business.
We actively support this cooperation by embedding a French space expert at the Rice University Space Institute in close coordination with our embassy in Washington and our space advisor there. This allows us to work here in Houston daily closely with local academic, industrial and institutional partners. And together with Business France and local stakeholders, this effort led to the creation of the Texas France Space Hub, which strengthens industrial partnerships between our two space ecosystems.
The French-US partnership in space, particularly between France and Texas, has evolved in a very tangible and accelerated way. We have moved from a relationship based primarily on dialogue and mutual interest to one structure around concrete initiative, institutional commitment, and long-term project. What is particularly striking here is a growing alignment between our two ecosystems. Academia, industry, and public institutions are working together in a coordinated manner. This reflects a shared vision of space as a strategic domain for innovation, economic development, and international cooperation.
Houston is a natural choice. It's one of the world's most dynamic space ecosystems with a unique concentration of industry leaders, cutting-edge infrastructures, and top-tier research institutions.
It is the historic center of human space flights and a global hub for both institutional and commercial space activities. It is therefore a unique natural place to deepen French-American cooperation in space.
The Houston Spaceport is at the heart of Houston's commercial space activity. When you combine that with NASA's strong presence in Houston, you get an ecosystem that is unmatched for our international partners. It is a powerful entry point into the U.S. commercial space market in a place where collaboration can translate directly into innovation and long-term growth.
Countries are looking at how they can grow their own commercial capabilities. They're looking at Houston to be a place where they can maybe learn and maybe connect to some of the companies here. But also with the step off of Texas, with the new Texas Space Commission, and we bring the community together, ideally advise the commission so that they can set strategy and set priorities and ideally fund those priorities. And so people are looking at how do we access the US commercially, and with our French partnership, they came to Houston because they saw this as essentially the gateway to the US when it comes to commercial space. Because of what's happening with NASA and commercial companies, because of the Houston Spaceport, and then because of the Texas Space Commission and what they're trying to do to kind of galvanize and grow the commercial space industry across the state.
The hub provides a very concrete platform to deepen Franco-American industrial cooperation. It gives companies direct access to US partners, infrastructures, innovation cluster, and major programs, making collaboration faster and more effective.
The partnership with Texas is now deeper, more operational, and clearly future-oriented. Even like the Houston Space Galette perfectly illustrate this approach. It brings community together, fosters trust, and lays the groundwork for the next generation of France-US space cooperation.